What's up, everybody? Ranger79 here. We're playing some P3D 3.3.5 today. Did a fresh install, and we're flying the Alpha Whiskey 109 from Milviz Nemeth Designs. It's a awesome helicopter. So let me go over some add-ons, all the doors, and make sure the switches were off, and do a cold and dark startup. We're flying out of KSFO, which is from Flightbeam. It's an awesome airport. And we're going to KSTS, Kilo Sierra Tango Sierra, Charles M. Schultz, Sonoma County Airport. As you guys know, Charles M. Schultz created Peanuts, one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. It's just a classic. So we're using Active Sky 2016, Rex with soft clouds, Rex Essentials for the wave animation. I'm noticing one thing, that the building tops over here in these generic hangars look like crap, but everything else looks amazing. So, kind of strange. But anyways, so let me go ahead and get white client started in FS Commander. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about what's going on in my life, the channel, all kind of stuff today. So, first thing first, let me show you the VAS. There we go. Sorry about that. So we're at 1614, so we'll see how good 3.3.5 is at getting VAS back for us. Okay, so let me go ahead, and I also have GSX installed, so alright, so it's not really for helicopters, but we're going to use it. We don't really need that. Request boarding, I guess. Phil, let us. Let's go through all this first. I hope not. Yep. Damn it. Okay. So the airport itself is amazing. Sorry I got the painting on so fast, but I'm trying to use it for the above shots. So I don't know how this is gonna look, cause he's probably, yeah, he's right out of the hangar. The flight's probably 60 miles. Let me go ahead and show you FS Commander when I get loaded up. Pretty awesome. I really recommend it if you have a 2 PC setup or 2 screens. You can get good frames using 2 screens. I would highly recommend it. Alright, so let me switch screens here. Open up flight plan. Load it. Good. Alright, so here's where we're at. And see all our traffic right now. It's a lot. It's acting a little wonky. It's a lot of traffic, so we'll zoom out a little bit. So it's not a far flight at all. So loading our passengers. It's really loud. Close our doors, yeah. Alrighty, request this, request that. Prepare for pushback. Let me turn on my radios at least. Yep, it's on Radio Master. Okay, let's see if we can get the pushback here. Nose right, tail left. comes out of the wall. Alright, we're going to go ahead and release our parking brake. When he tells us to, wheel locks off.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Locking gear. Departure check completed. Light has been inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start that wheel.
Hopefully it'll do what I told it to do. Start turning this. We'll see if that works or not. Looks like he is. Nice. Like I said, the GSX is more for airliners or bigger planes, but I thought it was kind of cool to just use it and see if it works. I'm not going to do any fueling. I'm good. I got full fuel. I don't really need that much, but we should be good. Don't know why this hang looks so crappy. I look into that because this is how it's supposed to look. It's probably some conflict. I'm not getting the flashing on the pavement, so I'm happy.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass being removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, let's go ahead and get set up to start.
Clear to start engines.
Generator's on. Keep the rotor brake right now, actually. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off, the rotor brake. Okay. Actually, that's off. This is on. So off. Alright. Let's see here. Down start. Put this on auxiliary. Do a test. Test. Alrighty. So we're going to put our fuel pumps on. Cross feed open. And I'm going to go to idle. Everything else is set. Okay. And one thing in the checklist it didn't tell you to do is I have to push Control Shift F4 to start the engine. See if I can do it manually. Oh, there we go. Hydraulic oil's starting up, our hydraulic pressure, and our engines. Let's look outside real quick. And I forgot to turn on the lights, which is not good for startup. Warn everybody. Position and a collision. Alright. What should happen is our down there. So you get to about, I think, 1400. Should be good. Seems like it's not wanting to start the way. Takes a little while. Engine trim. Hydros are in the both position. It's good. We get in the green here. I'm going to go ahead and put it on full flight. It should start all the way up to the green, and I can start the engine 2. Alright. There we go. The aircraft's really fun. They have a bunch of liveries. They have a Navy one, a British one. This is a VIP 2 livery, which is pretty nice. That's in the green. All right, there we go. We're going to go ahead and start engine 2. And that pressure goes right up. Go ahead and do flight mode. We're golden. Let's go ahead and put on our inverters. Passenger warning. P2 heat on just for good measure. Not really required. It's not that cold out at all. And we should only have one warning. Parking brake. Great. Go ahead and set our attitude indicator here. To 9.99. Vertical speed. I'm gonna go ahead and put that right there. And for vertical speed, for airspeed, I'm gonna go ahead and put it about 120. So we're all set. Let's go ahead and get taxi clearance.
San Francisco ground, Augusta Hotel Bravo Zulu Charlie Tango with Zulu. Request taxi for takeoff, departing straight out. Augusta Hotel Bravo Zulu Charlie Tango, taxi 2 and hold short of runway 1 left using taxiway Zulu uniform Quebec Bravo Mike. Contact tower on
Alright, one left is way the hell on the side of the airport, so it'd be a long taxi. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this real quick. Let me show you what I'm doing here. I think we were on spot. It was GA, so we were on spot. What is this right here? Let's go 135.
Ground, Southwest 8903, request taxi to the gate. Southwest 8903, taxi to gate Bravo 25, using taxiway Lima Charlie Echo Alpha Hotel. Taxiing to gate Bravo 25 via taxiway Lima Charlie Echo Alpha Hotel, Southwest 8903.
Alright, tells us Zulu, uniform, Quebec Bravo.
San Francisco ground, SkyWest 6662, taxi to the gate.
I'll say Quebec, so
taxi to 8 Foxtrot 7.
Bravo Mike.
Using taxiway November Foxtrot Alpha. Taxiing to 8 Foxtrot 782 via taxiway November Foxtrot Alpha. Skywest 6662.
We'll go straight out. Make a left and then immediate right. Alright. Looking good.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 1 left using taxiway Zulu Uniform Quebec Bravo Mike Augusta Zulu Charlie Tango.
Alright, here we go. Taxiing is a little bit of a... It's not hard, but you gotta really watch it. It's not like an aircraft or a regular airplane. We're gonna be on Zulu. I'll make a right. Should be right here. Should be uniform, I believe. A lot of traffic moving right now, so it should be interesting.
Augusta Zulu Charlie Tango, hold position, caution that Bombardier on short final.
Alright.
Hold position, Augusta Zulu Charlie Tango.
See where this aircraft is on short final. Not seeing it.
Augusta Zulu Charlie Tango, continue taxi. Roger, Augusta Zulu Charlie Tango.
We'll keep going. Huge airport. It's a great airport. I'll talk a little bit in the air about
Horizon 2517, taxi to the gate.
being at Travis Air Force Base, which is smack in the middle between Sacramento and San Francisco. So, it's pretty cool.
Taxiing to gate Bravo 23 using taxiway Papa Charlie Echo Alpha, Horizon 2517.
Winds are at 306 at 07 knots, so not too bad right now. you don't have any differential braking, so you gotta use the rudder in your brakes. So, a little interesting. We're gonna go. Take a left over here. Should get right on Bravo. It's like Sierra 2 Bravo. Beautiful airport. Love this airport. That kind of track here. Q for 100. And coordinate FS Commander, that is Horizon Alpha 2517. Pretty cool. We have one inbound, 28 left, United Air 806. That's why I love FS Commander. You get a lot of information. So that's pretty cool. Look at these. Look at that. A little the pink for the cancer, prevent cancer, breast cancer awareness. That's pretty awesome skin. That comes default with UT2. That's pretty awesome. Pretty cool, man. They do a great job in the skins and the aircraft for the AI traffic. I love it. All right. Just keep going around here. This little slope. I like going a little bit slower. It's a little easier to control this beast on the ground. One thing I have not done is put in my. We're gonna be putting in our. Whoa. Our destination. Would help. Kind of hard to do this and look at the runway. It's not advisable in an aircraft. You put full attention to what you're doing, especially taxiing. Not a good example here. Alright. Enter. Yes, alright. I'm actually on the wrong. I'm on Alpha. I should be on Bravo. Or, yeah. I should be on Bravo, so we're gonna go ahead and cut over here. Don't get in trouble by ground. yesterday was my youngest son's 1-year-old birthday. So today we're gonna be throwing a party in the afternoon, grilling, inviting some family and friends over. It'll be pretty cool. I got a new grill for my birthday. It's an awesome little. I love charcoal grills. I really do. This is a charcoal grill. It's perfect. So get a grill, spend time with family, have a good time. I've been trying to get a video out, man. It's just been nuts at work, and I'll explain some stuff when we get airborne and what's been going on and what my plans are and all that good stuff. So, all right, we're on Bravo now. He said Mike. We're going way too fast here. And Mike has us going to the very edge of the runway. We'll see what he wants to do. That's what he wanted me to do. So we're going to go around here. Just looking here. See if they even give us clearance here. Should.
San Francisco ground 860 with Bravo, ready to taxi IFR. 860, taxi 2 and hold short of runway 1, right, via taxiway Alpha Mike 1, Alpha 2, Alpha 1. Contact tower on 127.675 when ready. Taxiing, hold short runway 1, right, via taxiway Alpha Mike 1, Alpha 2, Alpha 1, 860. San Francisco Tower, Augusta Hotel, Bravo, Zulu, Charlie, Tango, ready at runway 1, left, departing straight out. Augusta Hotel, Bravo, Zulu, Charlie, Tango, cleared for takeoff.
All right.
Runway 1, left, departing straight out, approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 1, left, Augusta, Zulu, Charlie, Tango.
We're clear. Now it's gonna start up, get airborne, gear up. And nice and smooth. Our airspeed going. For right now, I'm gonna go ahead and put on vertical. Heading. Autopilot here. Beautiful airport. Alright, let's go and switch to navigation, GPS, and we're going to go indicate airspeed. And turn that up a little bit. Autopilot function is amazing. I love it. Get over this hill here. Alright, so been a lot going on in my life. Work's been nuts. As most of you know, my real job, you know, I have a real full-time job. So it's very demanding. And on the side, I'm working on the DLC for DCS for the A10 Charlie module called Operation Pierce and Fury. That has been submitted to Eagle Dynamics, and it's we're just waiting for a release date. There's some bugs we're trying to fix, a couple things in the actual base pack, like, you know, AI taxiing and that kind of thing. So so I haven't been able to stream that much or even fly at all.
Charlie Tango is type Augusta, 4 miles northwest of San Francisco, 1,500. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. United 776.
Wait for this ATC traffic.
Augusta Hotel, Bravo 2, Charlie Tango, Norcal approach, squawk 3017.
Here's some of the effects.
Squawk 3017.
The ultimate, or active sky. Going through clouds and stuff, you get like a cloud over your windshield. Looks like it's getting cloudy over San Francisco, which is a bummer.
United 776. Contact Norcal approach on 120.1. NorCal departure 860 is climbing through 1,100 for 5,000. 860 Norcal departure, roger. Altimeter.
But so work's been crazy. I got the DLC done, submitted that. It took about 10 months. It was a lot of work. We got a lot of volunteers, a lot of help, you know, with voiceovers and testing. So I appreciate everyone who helped out with that. It's a lot of work, so hopefully it pays off.
120.1 United 776.
And we've been having, around here we had a bad storm. We had a bad storm probably a week ago. We had power, got cut off from like Thursday at noon to Saturday at 8 o'clock at night. So we had no power, which is crazy. It was low nuts. So that happened, and then it's just been kind of crazy. I had to do a full install of a P3D 3.35. I was having problems with EZDok, and Orbx put out a migration, which basically, if you have different regions like North California, like we're flying in now, South California, PNW, England, usually actually push each region when you fly in it, or use the hybrid mode. Now they made it so it's all unified, and I had some issues with blurries. They're still present a little bit. It's not as smooth as it was before, but it's a lot better. They put out a new patch, a library, so that affected me a little bit. So I did a reinstall. Had problems with EZDok. Had to reinstall EZDok. Had to reinstall Microsoft Flight Simulator. I tried everything to get EZDok to work. Tried downloading, reinstalling SimConnects, and finally got it all working. So right now I have this aircraft, the Chinook, installed my Phenom 100 with the GTN 750 mod, and it's looking really nice. I'm gonna plan on doing like a series in the Orbx Northern California area for the airports and check them out. Even the default airports in Northern California and back are pretty awesome. I'm gonna fly by a couple, and I'll kind of give you a heads up and show you the actual detail just looking at them from the air. But right now we're over San Francisco. Here's the Oakland Bay Bridge, Alcatraz, the Golden Gate Bridge. We used to usually come down. We visited this bridge here. You go to downtown, And you come out here for the piers. A lot of the tourist places are at. There was one pier with a bunch of the, I think it was the walruses, or there were sea lions. I think they were walruses. Yeah, I believe so. They were huge. They just sit on Pier 39. It was crazy. It was pretty neat. But we used to live at Travis, where me and my wife were both military, both stationed there, and we used to come down here. We came to San Francisco about 10 times at least. Went to a San Francisco 49ers home game. That's my actual best, my favorite NFL team. So it was kind of cool going to a home game, but I deployed a lot at Travis, so I didn't get to do too much in California. I did go to some beaches down south, Pismo Beach, beautiful area, that kind of thing. So let's take a look at this beautiful area real quick here.
NorCal approach, Southwest 752 is out of 7,940.
Gorgeous. My wife hated flying on this bridge here, driving, because there's a double-decker and there's like a grate system. You look down, you can see cars below you, and you look way down, you can see the water certain parts, and she hated that. So I used to always give her shit about it.
Southwest 752.
My daughter was born in California at Travis, so she's a Cali girl. Hate to say it. No offense to the Cali residents, but where I was at was pretty good, but there's a lot of anti-military sentiment up in certain areas, especially by Berkeley and that kind of area. So, but I had a pretty good time there. Like I said, I deployed a lot, and I could enjoy everything I wanted to, but
Turn right heading 355, Piper 8 X-ray 5.
again, some clouds here. It's pretty smooth performance. I'm at 55 frames right now. VAS is at 1463. I saw this aircraft using the Estonia migration tool, which is pretty excellent.
Dismissed approach at San Francisco.
Piper 8 X-ray 5. Turn left heading 325. Skywest 6408. You are 1 mile east. Turn right heading 0.
Alright. So we're getting close to, let's see here, 22CA, Charlie Alpha, Commodore Center, and there's a,
070, climb and maintain 3,000.
actually it's right, it should be right below us soon. It's a little airport.
Right, approach. Skywest.
It's kind of a weird airport. It's like right in the middle of some water. Let's see if we can find it.
Piper 8 X-ray 5. Contact Travis approach on 119er 29er.
Let's see if we can find it here. The way my FS command will show you what it looks like. This is what it's showing. So let's see if we can find it. Not seeing that. Let's see here. Supposedly right over. I don't see it. That's weird. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe we're off course. I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, so it's been a crazy couple months. Hopefully it slows down. We got a couple big things at work going on, so I've been swamped, and I'm gonna try to upload twice a week quality videos. I'm gonna try to mix between helicopter, GA, maybe a little bit of airline traffic, and right now with this setup I have, I can record pretty high quality. So. I think you guys enjoy that. Alright, we are 38 miles from our destination, 21 minutes. And beautiful area. They did a great job. Orbx, Northern California is one of my favorite areas to fly in. Because actually, I have a lot of Orbx favorites, but I do like the way they did Northern California. It's pretty nice. We're on course there.
Going to 120.1 Southwest 752. NorCal approach Southwest 3567 is out of 6,100.
This aircraft is helicopter is very easy to fly. Once you get used to it with the autopilot, it's amazing. You notice that little bit of blurry for a second there. It pops in. They pop in a little bit later now, the textures, than I did before the post migration. But it's doable. It's not. I'm not like blurry all over the place like some people are having major issues. So I'm happy for now. I mean, it's almost like we're spoiled. I didn't have Orbx installed and played, and it was like fluid, and it was completely different. So they are coming out with Orbx North America soon, which is going to be excellent. It's an open LC land class. I cannot wait. I still got to reinstall my Vegas scenery from Flightbeam, reinstall KDFW. I got most of the Northern California, I think every North California Orbx airport installed right now. I got to go back and start installing Lima 70. What else is there? KTMP. I do have, I think, Palm Springs installed, so we'll do some cool flights. I got to reinstall my aircraft. That's the one thing that sucks with different versions of Prepared. When they come out, you can either update or do a fresh install. Most times I found that doing a fresh install is actually, it's a lot more time consuming, but you get a better product. So, for me at least, on my rig, so.
NorCal departure, United 603 is at 800, climbing 900.
I did not buy the Active Sky box art. That's like different clouds and themes. I use Rex, so see, I'm still looking at reviews on that. I like these soft cloud effects, the way they look, so.
United 603, traffic in sight. Turn left heading 190, climb and maintain 4000. Expect vectors ILS, runway 28, left.
And what I'll do at get close to KSTS, I'll go off a little bit to the right and left and just kind of do a little hover on the airport. I'll show you it. The actual region itself, they have like shopping centers. The mountains to the east are highly modeled, so it's pretty nice. They did an excellent job. I highly encourage you to buy it. I do have Oscar 60, which is Cloverdale, installed, so we should get. So we have 2 region packs really. Those are about probably 15 miles apart. Those 2 payware airports. So our goal is we're starting our North California series today. We'll go from KSTS to a little tour of that area, and then we'll go to Cloverdale Municipal. Maybe in the helicopter, and then from there we'll take a GA plane or a Phenom 100 and go over to some other airports in the Orbx scenery pack. So it'll be kind of cool. Let me show you right now the traffic, what's going on in my VAS. But here's a VAS, so we're doing pretty good right now. And here's the traffic, a lot of traffic. It's outstanding, so love it. I was gonna make a vlog today, but I was just too pissed, man. I was on YouTube and I was watching a video. I don't know, it was on my recommended channels, and some slaps in, I don't know, I think Iowa had a flag upside down. They were doing a protest, and one of them I think was actually trying to burn the flag and just veteran pulled up and he got out and went off on him. And I mean, I was so pissed because, like, I don't care, you know, if you don't like the country, if you don't like the politics, you know, the flag represents the country, okay? The men and women who have died, who serve our country for freedom. If you're doing that, then why don't you go to a country that doesn't have any laws or any kind of freedom and just do it and see what happens? I mean, you're going to be oppressed. It's a whole different world. Unless you've been in countries like that, these young punks are 18, 20, you know, Black Lives Matter, I guess we're doing the same thing with the flag, and I know people are pissed, but they don't really understand what that flag means to veterans, man, and to a bunch of Americans. It's not something to play around with, and the fact that laws don't protect or don't prosecute people for doing that, it's irritating, but I was going to make a vlog today, and I saw that video and just was so pissed off, because I'd act the exact same way that that Marine did. He was just disgusted, man. So I don't know. It's just there's a whole different culture now. I mean, I know we had the Vietnam culture that was anti-military and stuff, but people are so consumed now with like their media, you know, Facebook, YouTube. There's different things that they don't even look at the outside world, like what's going on in the world. Like they don't realize what's going on with Syria, ISIS. It's not, a lot of people don't, it's not a concern for them. So, I don't know. Kind of disheartening. I want to make sure my kids understand what's going on and they appreciate military, veterans, police. Now, I was a cop. I'll tell you, I'm not going to go into too much politics here, but not every cop is good. You get bad apples in every career field, okay? But the job they have to do day in, day out, 99.9%, is to help and serve people, make sure you're safe. So, yeah, there's been some shootings, there's been some videos I posted, but the going around shooting cops is just ridiculous. I mean, it's I can't believe it. But I understand people are pissed, but there's no reason to go around injuring, shooting cops. I mean, it's been a crazy couple months, and I've been watching a lot of politics and stuff, unfortunately, and a lot of arguments about everything. And one of the things I've really seen is in this country in the last probably 10 years, it's a whole different area, whole different environment. There wasn't, to me, and I have I have black members of my actual family, so I can talk. And I was in the military. When I was in the military, there wasn't any racism. Like, we're all, I don't care what color you were, what religion, you're all brothers in arms. You had a mission to do, and it wasn't like that. And the environment wasn't like that where I was staying out off base. To me, the world, the United States it's a whole different world now. It's more racist to me. It feels like that, or there's a lot more tension, let's put it that way. So, I don't know, this is my personal opinions, but like I said, today was crazy watching all these videos and all the news. And then, you know, we had the, you know, I'm going to go on a tirade here, I don't give a shit. Politics, I look at it as if we have Hillary Clinton and Trump, okay? Donald Trump. You're telling me, of all the Americans, those are the two best candidates to be the president of our country? I mean, really? It's hard to believe. Yeah. I'm not happy with either of them, but I damn sure won't vote for Hillary, because in my career field, classified information is key. Protects the warfighter. It's what keeps us going. Our secrets are for a reason, so we can have a strong military, that we can, you know, protect our country. If you just disregard all your security requirements and do what the hell you want, sending classified over unclassified email systems, unencrypted email systems, lying about it, putting people in jeopardy, then you should be in prison. We all sign non-disclosure agreements when you get briefed for your security clearance. She did the same thing, but her the rules changed. It matters who you are. If I did that where I work at, when I was in the military, I'd be freaking right now an investigation, clearance suspended, and probably going to jail. Period. So, I'm not voting for her. Period. I don't like her policies. Trump, he needs to watch his mouth. He just says what the fuck he wants constantly. I don't know how that's going to work in politics. So, I'm not happy either way. but I'm going to vote, but it's not going to be for Hillary, so I only got one option. So, I mean, just to me it's sad. It's like, you know, pick your poison. You're picking the worst of two evils here, you know, to me. I hate saying that as a veteran, but I mean, I'm just not happy. I mean, of all the people, this is the two best we could do. America, really? I mean, everyone's probably looking at us at foreign countries as a clown show. I'm gonna admit though, the actual debates between Hillary and Trump are gonna be freaking epic. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna be a circus. Alright, so we did have it at my work. I had a congressman come out from Oklahoma. He's forgot what actual district he came out, but he was amazing. He got out of the Navy as an F-18 pilot, got into politics. He's still reserve, so he's a reserve pilot in the National Guard up here. He's F-16 pilot. And he's doing his last term because he said, hey, he believes that he should only be in office for so long, and he wants to still, you know, be in the military. Man, every question we asked him, everything he answered was legit. It was heartfelt. I asked him about what his opinions were on us getting out of Iraq so quickly, and do you think that had anything to do with ISIS? And I mean, everything that I know what really happened, because I was there and I could see ISIS. ISIS wasn't called ISIS back then. It was basically Al Qaeda in Iraq, but a lot of people were detained in these detention camps, and they were building this huge one state, they called it. Either with them or without, or against them. If you're against them, they would kill you. So they were growing and recruiting for years and years at Camp Bucca, Fort Sus, Abu Ghraib, all these small detention camps. And when we got out of Iraq, the Iraqis have released a lot of these enemy prisoners of war, and it's what's become ISIS. But I don't know. I digress. We talked, and he was amazing. But why can't someone like that run for president? It's because money, power, and the news. So I'm just like disheartened, man. It's kind of hard to believe that we've come to a point where these are the two best people for our country, supposedly to run our country. I can't believe I'm gonna actually say this on video, but I'd rather have Bill Clinton as president than his wife or Trump. That's hard to swallow, hard to say. That's just my personal opinion, because he's a clown, yes, we know, but I feel he'd be a better fit right now for our country than what we got going for us. So that's just I know it's kind of like, man, this guy's going ape shit. No, I'm just pissed off. It's just, I'm kind of irritated with the politics and what our options are for the country. I want to have a strong country. I love this country. I have kids growing up in this country, and we want to see it succeed, but I'm worried about, right now we're so weak that countries just basically do what the hell they want. Russia can just basically, here's a red line, they're going to step over it and do it again and again, and we don't do anything. You know, so I'm tired of being weak. Right now I feel we're weak right now as a country. So we need to be strong. So if that's Trump, fine. But I also don't want to go to World War III over someone running their mouth where it shouldn't be. So it's I'm kind of in the middle. But I know one thing we all agree on: Democrat, Republican, Independent. We want a strong country, and we want to have a safe country. And with all this stuff going on with ISIS, the extremists, and when I say extremists, man, until you've been over there and seen what they're doing over years and years, it's a whole different world. You guys don't understand that these people really believe that I'm going to kill myself, I'm going to die for my country, or die for my cause, and I'm going to go to heaven and have all these virgins. They truly, wholeheartedly believe that, and so they have no fear of dying. They have no fear of whatever they do. They just follow orders, and it's scary. I fought against it. A lot of you have fought against it, but we gotta protect our country from that. And you see what's happening in Europe. Almost every day we're seeing some mass shooting, a mass casualty count, a bombing. So some points that Trump makes, I agree with. So it's hard, man. I want to have a safe country, but I know you can get radicalized now over the internet, Facebook, just listen to YouTube videos or different forum video. So you gotta be careful, because it's not just, oh, we gotta close our borders. It's just the media influence on some of these young impressionable people. When you have people that feel like they have nowhere to go, I mean, if you see an Arabic guy walking around, you kind of look at him funny. They have to deal with it every single day. They might find an outlet that actually accepts them. It makes them feel like they have some power and that they're doing a good cause for their cause. So it's a very dynamic situation. Not just closing borders is going to fix everything. So, like I said, I don't know. I'm not happy with our choices. And this video turned into Ranger 79's political opinions, which I didn't want it to, but I just want to talk about it. I do want our veterans to be taken care of coming back. I know some of us were, some of us weren't. I don't trust the VA, to be honest with you. But, you know, whatever. We put people in place to elect officials, and they put people in place that suck sometimes. So you gotta go with the system, but you have a voice. That's one thing in America. Even though I don't like the flag burning and people being stupid, it's free speech. But I think burning a flag is taking it way to the extreme. You can talk shit about the country, talk shit about whatever, but you start burning flags and stuff, then I got a serious problem with you. So, alright, so let's go ahead and stop the political rant, and let's get back on track here. We are 8 miles from KSTS, and due to the fog, I'm just going to land this thing and then do a quick preview of the airport from the air, because it's going to be hard to see anything if we do it any other way. So, beautiful area though. We do have some fog rolling in here. Overcast conditions. Alrighty. Drop our speed to about 100 knots right now. Actually, I'll go about 90. Keep our altitude about 800. Should be good. Don't see any traffic on the ground at Schultz right now. Looking at FS Commander, so. Beautiful area though. I love this area. Gorgeous. I got married in Napa County, but it isn't too far from here, and the area is just gorgeous. When I agree with all the politics of most people in California, I don't say most, the majority, but I'm still an American. I still love all of America, so I don't want you guys to think I'm some crazy, weirdo, but I do respect people's opinions. I do listen. I might not say a lot, but I do listen. I do respect people's opinions. I might not agree with them, but I think it's a good quality to have, because you don't want to be you want to give people opportunity to express their opinions, and I'm kind of open to a lot of things. But flag burning and shit like that, I'm not open to. Never will be, and I better not see that shit. If I'm around, because it'll get bad. I'll probably get in trouble, but Alrighty, let's go ahead and slow our way down. Do a little quick tour of the airport here. Change our heading to where we're at right now. This gorgeous area. This is Kilo Sierra Tango Sierra. I have on max settings right now, pretty much. Got a little bit of water here, waterfall or fountain. These little small GA hangars over here, and now the Cloverdale scenery is popping in, so that's why we got to pause. So we're gonna stay right about here. Look at this beautiful airport here. Gorgeous. Look at that. Sparkling effects on the water are amazing. That's why I use the Orbx Essentials. In Sonoma County. Beautiful. I mean, look at this detail. These guys are bosses. There's detail all the way up to these mountains here. All the way over here, you can explore so area. It's gorgeous. There's a helicopter area right here. We're gonna probably taxi right into here. Want to give you guys a good feel of the airport. Just gorgeous. Alrighty, let's go ahead and disengage everything. Landing gear down. Put my mic a little bit here. Try a different view for you guys. A little harder for me, but it'll be okay.
NorCal approach, Beach, November 212 Foxtrot Juliet, with you.
Beach, November 212 Foxtrot Juliet, Norcal approach, Roger, altimeter 2998.
Alright, just landed. Let's go ahead and taxi. I don't have my track hour on. It would have been a lot easier to fly with that, but so overall theme is Northern California tour, Orbx airports, different aircraft. I do 2 uploads a week, and I'll be streaming on YouTube. Twitch is of course more popular, but the quality on Twitch is just shit unless you're partnered. So I love the quality on YouTube. It's I don't know why people aren't gaming on it more. It's not as many. I guess it's not as many cool tools yet. The chat and all the cool stuff. There's a couple tools, but I do like, really enjoy the quality on YouTube streaming. You can get 1080p, 60 FPS with a good bit rate, and it looks amazing. So I think that's a bug, because our wheel lock is not engaged. So There's a helicopter parking right over here, so we're gonna go ahead and invert our plans a little bit. Go to spot 1. Okay, we'll do a quick little tour on the airport, and we're gonna call it a day. I have to get to grilling over here and get ready for the party. I always make I got 3 kids, and for each kid I make their first like smash cake where they can smash it up, and that's pretty cool. Alright, what we're gonna do is off, off, off. It'll spin down for us. To go to this beautiful airport real quick. Jet Center, King Air, or Kosher Air. Got a lot of detail in this. Amazing. Q400. Another spot there for another bigger plane. Just gorgeous. People flow. I thought there was, but I didn't see him earlier. Vine Jet, Sonoma Jet Center. Be nice to have a little Phenom 100 or 300 in here, or the Hawker 850. Look at that detail, man. It's just amazing. There's actually a little military air museum over here. It's outstanding. Just Orbx is just, I mean, I'm sorry, they're one of the best. I mean, it's just amazing quality. My VAS right now is at 1131. So we lost a little bit of VAS. If we get out of this actual region, I guarantee it'll go up to 200 MB. So we're good. Even with all that traffic on, we're doing real good.
Turn right heading 120, climb and maintain 1000, 918.
Piper 817, turn left heading 205.
Turn left heading 205, Piper 8, uniform 7.
So I got a Seahawk, UA-60, F-16s, F-15s, F-22.
4400, Piper 8, uniform 7.
Pretty cool. Look at the actual detail. You can actually park in the hangars. Kind of hard to get out, but just amazing. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Sorry for the political rant. Just went off a little bit. But hey, that's what it's about. Sometimes just speak your mind. It's a free country. And we'll be doing some more flights. So we're at KSTS. We'll be going to Cloverdale, which is 15 miles away. So we'll probably take another helicopter, do a little tour of that area, and then we'll start going on some other aircraft and some other airports in Northern California. So hope you enjoyed. Talk to you guys soon. Render 79 out.